Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you're watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So if you're new here, what I usually do on this channel is I show you a deck from my personal collection and I talk about it. I do have timestamps down below in the description box. If you're just interested in a particular part, feel free to just click on the link down below. So today we will be taking a look at this mass market tarot deck called Velouria's Tarot, an intuitive tool for finding hope. So this is by Samantha Rook, or Sam Rook as she's also called. And this used to be an indie deck called Penelope's Tarot before it was picked up by Rockpool. And it says here, this sweet deck takes a look at what we perceive femininity to be, especially in tarot, and challenges it. Its cheerful and soft artwork encourage readers to find the bright side in the worst circumstances. Feminine energy can be strong and powerful, yet vulnerable and emotional, and Velouria's Tarot takes the traditional gender binary in tarot and encourages the reader to take a new perspective on what feminine energy means. So this is already published by Rockpool. This is what the inside of the box looks like. It has a little guidebook, and these are the cards. So let's move that to the side, and first take a look at the guidebook. So it is full colored, and the table of contents, you have here an introduction, how the tarot work, the major arcana, and then the minors, and about the author. So there is an introduction here. So Sam actually created this when she was pregnant, and I think at the start of the pandemic, and she was feeling depressed, and she did turn to tarot and art. So she created this deck, and it really helped her move on from the depression at the time. So it says, who is Velouria? So this deck was created for her daughter, Penelope Velouria. And the name Velouria represents the hope I found in the darkest time, when it seems like the world is on fire. I look at her and she reminds me how much life and joy is in the world. Velouria is the light at the end of the tunnel, and my hope is that this deck also helps you find light and hope even in the worst moments. And then just some information on how to work with your deck, spreads, the structure of tarot, and then you already go into the meanings of the card. So you have a thumbnail of the card and then a short description at the right. Now personally, for me, the font here, the contrast is not that good, but that just might be me because I don't have really good eyesight, so this is a bit difficult for me to read unless it is really under bright lights and I can see it better. All right, and then at the end you just have some information about the author. So these are the cards. They are edged in this really bright fuchsia pink, which I love this color. These are the backs, and they are reversible. It is a matte cardstock, matte with a little bit of, just a slight bit of sheen. Snaps back really well. So I do like this cardstock. I do like the size. And compared to a standard tarot size, it is shorter but just a little bit narrower. So since I have smaller hands, I don't mind the size at all. Actually, I really like I like the size and how this feels in my hands. Alright, so zooming in, let's take a closer look at the cards. So they are borderless. And there is a number at the top and the name of the card at the bottom. It has a limited color palette, which is just mostly pinks and teals. But it's so vibrant, and I really love the combination and how this deck presents. So it is feminine, mostly feminine presenting figures, but I do really enjoy working with it, and it's not just for times when I want to tap into the divine feminine. It feels different than that energy. This death card. Temperance. The Devil. So I have been working with this and the Seed Forager's Tarot this January, and I absolutely love it. I got this deck first, so I have been working with this a bit long, just a tiny bit longer. But yeah, both of those decks by Sam have really been enjoyable for me, but also insightful. The World, and then the Wands, Two of Wands. As always, feel free to slow down, speed up, or pause if you want to take a closer look at the cards. Five of Wands, 6, 7 of Wands. It is a little bit pippish sometimes, but I don't really mind it. I think it still has enough context to illustrate the scene. And I also really like this size of the deck. The indie version of this, the Penelope's Tarot, was a full-size tarot. But with the art style, the minimalistic art style, I think that it works well in this size as well. And of course, as a mass market deck, it is a lot more accessible, which I truly appreciate. Moving on to the cups. Four of Cups. 5. Now here, normally it is 3 cups that are spilled, but in this case, there are more cups that are still upright. 6 cups. 7 of Cups. 8. 9. 10 of Cups. And I do appreciate this image. It still has the rainbow, you know, it has a house. It also denotes a happy family, but not the kids and the couple. It's an image that I can read well, but don't really resonate with. So the traditional 10 of Cups. So whenever there is an alternative illustration for that, I do appreciate it. Queen of Cups. Love this imagery. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 4 of Swords. 5. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. 10. Then we have the Page, the Knight, Queen, and King of Swords. Oops. And lastly, the crystals, or the traditional pentacle suit, which she has renamed to crystals. The Ace. I absolutely have no problem with that because I'm pretty sure you can tell I do love my crystals. 3 of crystals. 4 of crystals. 5 crystals. 6 of crystals. 7 of crystals. 8 of crystals. 9 of crystals. 10 of crystals. And then you have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, oops, Queen, and the King. Okay, so let's shuffle this deck. When I first got this, it was really stiff and really quite difficult to shuffle. But as I've been working with it for a few weeks, almost months now, I have noticed that it is starting to feel a little bit more worn in and easier for me to riffle shuffle. So I think that if I continue working with it, it would also loosen up a bit more or become more flexible. But so we already have a card that wants to be read, but I really enjoy shuffling this overhand as well because it doesn't stick. It's very easy. The size is just right for my hands. But sometimes though, when I get too enthusiastic with my shuffling, it does kind of have a tendency to fly all over the place. Okay, so let's zoom in and quickly read the guidebook entry for the Ace of Swords. Okay, so for the Ace of Swords, it has some keywords, which is new ideas and clarity. And the entry says, you've been struck with a brilliant new idea or a breakthrough in clarity. Grab this moment by the hilt and run with it. Don't wallow in self-doubt. This idea has endless potential. But remember, a seed only grows when it is watered. So be sure to put a lot of care into developing your plan. The entry is short and sweet. I think that these decks by Sam Rook are quite good for beginners because they are explained in an easy to understand way. It is accessible to the way she writes is accessible to most people. It's easy to understand. The images are also quite fun and easy to interpret. And these decks are also a little bit more affordable compared to full-size tarot. So if you're new to tarot, if you're just interested, I think the Velouria tarot or the Sweet Forager's tarot are great decks for beginners. They are really interesting and gives you enough information to start you on this journey. Okay. Alright, so that has been the flip through of the Velouria Tarot by Sam Rook. If you are interested in the deck, I did get this from Amazon and I have a link down below if you're interested to purchase it. Anyway, I hope you find this video helpful. Don't forget to click on the like button and do consider subscribing to my channel. See you again next time. Bye!